Star Wars Celebration 2023, London, XL. We were there. Me and Pete, down on Saturday. We only got to go for Saturday. To be honest, when I booked the tickets, I thought one day would be enough. Very wrong. You needed at least 2 days just to see all the stalls. The panels they put on, honestly, didn't expect it. Should have known better from Anaheim that it would have been worth 2, 3, or all 4 days. Probably could have filled them quite easily. So I just wanted to do a quick roundup video. There was a lot of good things. There was also a couple of negative. I'll start with the negative because I don't really want to dwell on them. The queuing in the morning, expected that to take a long time, and it did. Fair enough. I'd seen on Facebook from the day before that nobody was checking tickets. We got in, didn't have my pass checked once. That didn't really put a downer on the day for me. It was just a weird kind of, considering the celebrities that they're, a bit of a weird security decision, but what are you going to do? Once we were in, it was busy. And I mean, I've never been to a place that busy. It was crazy. Non-stop, from start till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it was just rammed. Everywhere. The shops were rammed, the panels were rammed. Trying to eat was ridiculous. Trying to sit down was insane. The venue, or rather the part of the venue that they opened, just simply couldn't cope with the capacity of people that was there. From what I understand, the XL is much bigger. There's obviously an outside space. March is a bit sketchy, I get that. But they could have done something. They must have known the amount of people they were getting in. Other than that, I can't really complain. We had a fantastic time. We saw loads of cosplay. We saw stalls selling amazing merch. We saw the Ahsoka panel, which I'm going to go on about in a minute. We saw celebrities on the live stage. We saw props. We saw fan engagement. It was amazing. Honestly, utterly brilliant. So the day before we went, on the Friday, they announced 3 new movies. Dave Filoni's movie, which is set in the Mandalorian era. They announced 2 of the movies set either side. So there's one set 15 years after The Last Jedi, which brings Rey back. Presumably she's going to start her own school and look to train the next generation of Jedi. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I think that one's going to be the next movie out, so that's going to be exciting. And there's also one set way back. They had information on the Acolyte, we had Ahsoka information, we had Skeleton Crew information, with Jude Law coming out with all the actors. Just so much information to digest and so many different stages, and it was all day non-stop, all this information. It was brilliant while we were there as well. You could see the panels happening on the live stage, or there was actors out on the live stage, or producers, directors. It was just non-stop and it was brilliant. So I've got some I've got some photos and some videos that I want to go through. Not as much as I wanted to get done, which brings me to one smaller than negative. I presume it's the XL. It's nothing to do with Star Wars. The second you walked into that building, signal just died. It just completely dropped out. Why that happened, again, probably the roof. The Wi-Fi was useless. The plan for us was to get videos out regularly, just shorts, but unfortunately we couldn't do that. A lot of the areas we wanted to film were really busy, which is fair enough. I can't complain about that, but it just meant we couldn't do exactly what we wanted. So this is to make up for that and just to try and cover off our experiences, really. Okay, so while we were there, I took a few photos and a few videos. Not as many as I would like to, but we got some. So we're going to have a quick look, see what we've got. So this first picture is from the Galaxy stage, where we went and saw the Ahsoka panel. it was really good. They got all the actors out, the producer, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau was there as well. So Dave Filoni spent a lot of time talking about how he created the characters, how much he loved the characters, and how bringing them to the live format was a dream of his that he's had for a long time. He interacted with the actors as you'd expect. He loves what they've done with the characters, and he told us how amazed he was to see these things in real life, these things that he created come full circle and into live action. Apparently he's been waiting to do this for a long time. We also had confirmation the day before of the Bad Batch Season 3, and that would be the last, and of course that Dave Filoni will have his own Star Wars movie, and it's looking more and more likely that this, The Mandalorian, if they're doing another season of the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, plus anything else, will come into this movie, and this movie is looking more and more like the culmination of his work and how that's all going to play out. So that's really exciting. It was good to be there, it was good to see, obviously, all the reveals. We saw an exclusive trailer that has probably made its way onto the internet by now, I would have thought, and they had the reveal of Lars Mikkelsen as Thrawn, the live action character. He also played it in Star Wars Rebels, so that was really good, and the crowd went wild for that. It was incredible to be there. Part of that scene when that happened was amazing. So the Droid Builders UK were there, and they had all these R2 units, a lot of other droids as well, but it was really busy, so I could only really get a few bits. There's a BB unit just at the back there, over there, but as you can see there's some sort of steampunk ones. This one's all rainbow colours. The smaller unit there, they had one that was more life size as well. I think that's in one of the live stream videos that came out. There was loads. It was really, really incredible to see all the work, and I know these things take months if not years to get done, so it was amazing to see. Next, so that was the TIE Fighter. We were told it was a movie prop, so it was effectively life size. We've also got an ATST that was over on the Galaxy Live stage, so that photo was taken when we could sort of see Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni again, just talking about what they've been up to and how they got on with it and stuff like that. But all through the whole day we were there was constantly people on that stage, so this crowd was never quiet. It was busy the whole day, and they got some really big names out there to talk about Star Wars and how much they love the fans and appreciate the fans, which was fantastic to hear. I've got a video of some troopers here, which I just thought was dead cool. There's a Buzz Lightyear one you can sort of see in the end. So the cosplay was incredible. The amount of cosplay we saw, from people that spent very little to people that clearly spent a lot of time and a lot of money on their costumes and outfits and coming up with concepts, because they weren't just what you'd see in the movies or the books. They'd made them their own, like that Buzz Lightyear one there, and that was incredible. So much time and effort, it's utterly amazing. This was one of the walkthroughs of the Stormtroopers. We also saw the ice cream run. I didn't catch that on video, or the Mandalorian walkthrough that happened. Again, traditions, absolutely loved it. Glad I got to see it. It was a shame I didn't get to record it, because that would have been wicked to play back for everybody. This was Shatterpoint, which is one of the turn-based games that is available at the minute, but I just wanted to get some video of all the characters and the figures that you can get to play the game with. The detail is phenomenal on them. This was one of the collectible stands, so there was comic books, artwork, books, collectibles, Funko, Lego were there. Loads and loads of stalls, full tattoo parlour. There was at least 20 artists, I would have said. And this one in particular must be almost original merch. One of these things was going for like £4,000. White Darth Vader, because why not? This again was another vendor selling almost movie ready props. These helmets, the level of detail, some of them are made out of fiberglass. We're talking £600 a helmet. They did full outfits as well. Didn't get any photos of the full outfits, but they do them. They do Stormtrooper and a couple of the officers, the Imperial officers. Another photo from the Galaxy stage just there, just from a different angle. And this is one of the Hasbro toys, all Grogu. Just really cute. Only a couple of inches. I don't know if they're going to bring them out in blind boxes or what, but yeah, loads of them to collect by the look of it. The lightsabers that you can get from Hasbro now, Black Series all the way down to £15 kids lightsabers. Really cool stuff. And this was the other side of the droid builders. So these were all much smaller, but they're all themed as a Dalek there, Mario, Harry Potter one. The little mouse unit's made out of Lego. And this is Rey's speeder from The Force Awakens. Again, this was a movie prop. Really cool to see stuff like this. I think some of this stuff was filmed at Pinewood, so I guess the props were just down the road. And of course, the closing ceremony ended with the big reveal that Celebration's back in 2 years in Japan, which I think is amazing. I really hope I get to go. Not sure yet. It's a lot of money and 2 years away, so we'll see. But I love that Star Wars is loved globally, and they embrace that. It was America last year, Japan this year, and then who knows? Sorry, Japan in 2 years' time, and then who knows after that? They'll probably go back to America, but it's still done full all the way around the globe, different cultures, different continents. Really good idea. At the end of the day, it's the fans that make this, and I think the cosplay over in Japan is going to be incredible. It's going to be different. I'm hoping to see some of the samurai themed stuff from like the Visions and stuff like that. So with any luck, we'll see that sort of stuff. So that was my Star Wars wrap up from Celebration. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.